Well, we were at headquarters one day with one of Grandmaster Lee's younger brothers, and I'd said to him, I said, you know, we're doing these forms that they really have a background other than a Korean background. And I said, we need our own forms, not somebody else's forms. And he said, well, why don't you go tell Grandmaster? And I thought, well, this is a pretty brazen thing to do. But I found out right away you never offer a suggestion, because if you do, you'll also get the assignment. So when I went there and I said, sir, I said, what we need right now is our own forms. And he said, that's exactly what I'm looking for. So why don't you start? So I took our old forms that I knew, and we sat down and we talked about it, and I took a broken board that someone had broken, and we started drawing, and we ended up with the star. The very first day that it was, the first day we talked about it, the star was conceived.
It's the medical symbol of the person that has his arms out, his feet spread, and it's a circle, and they say that from the center point of the body that's even all the way to that's kind of where the beginning came to develop that, because everything was even. In the old styles, the forms that we did, nothing was ever even. You'd start at one point and end up somewhere else.
And at that point, we laid all the forms out. Within 2 or 3 days, the pattern of all the forms was laid out based on the Songahm star. They all start in one place on the star, which we call home, and then you leave home and you travel all around the star, and then you come back at the end of each form, and just like you do at the end of each day. And there's a whole philosophy built into the forms, and it's in all of our books, and you'll see it throughout Songahm as a philosophy that's based on the forms. The Songahm forms, there's nothing like it anywhere in the world. You look at any other set of forms, there's no connection from one form to another. But the star forms, the Songahm forms, are pretty remarkable.
And what we did was we took and put like all the hand techniques that are around in almost every style, all the kicking techniques, all the stances, and we just started kind of eliminating, because a lot of things were double. And then as a white belt wanted to be created, Grandmaster said, okay, we're going to have high block, low block, reverse punch, and front kick and side kick. Okay, so now put it together. So that's kind of how it started, is that he would say, okay, these are the techniques we want to have at this level. Now you guys go do it. We get together and videotape and then send it to Grandmaster, and then he'd change it around or whatever he wanted to do with it, you know.
I also learned about details, because you do a technique and he'd say, you think that's right? And he would change it maybe a quarter of an inch. I found out that the details really do matter through the creation of the forms. And Master Oliver and I spent, probably 5 years of our life, that's all we worried about, and that's all we talked about. And of course, Grandmaster was over us all the time and giving us direction, and it came out pretty well.